When I first came to Willows, I was a little bit of a mess. I was very overweight. I tipped the scales at nearly 105 kilos, the heaviest I'd ever been. I couldn't run. I could barely walk, so walking up and down the stairs here was really hard. How did I feel? I felt old and tired, and that's not how I wanted to feel. All my clothes were tight. I couldn't walk up and down stairs properly. When I was at work, I used to work out where the paths were so I didn't have to walk up and down stairs because my knees hurt so much. I was really depressed because this is not what I wanted for my life. A few years before I come to Willows, I'd actually run a 10k. I'd been slow, but I'd finished, and now I was at a point where I couldn't run because it hurt too much. What sort of a picture does that look like? Old, frumpy me. I came to Willows because one day I was sitting at my desk in my oh-so-tight trousers, eating a cupcake and having a cup of tea, I'm pretty sure, and I decided enough was enough. I knew people who worked at Willows. I'd seen Willows, and I knew they had a pool. And at that point, using a pool was pretty much all I could do. I wanted to learn to run again, and I could only run in water. So I came to Willows. And when I walked in the door, there was my old friend Amber Davey from school days. Because you see, I work at a school and she was a student. She welcomed me with open arms, and this was the beginning of the new journey for Sally Bonza. When I first joined Willows as a member, I just started off as a normal everyday member, and I had my own personal program that I worked on by myself. The trainers were really helpful, and every 6 weeks or so they would look at what I had been doing and write out a new program. Over time I gradually improved, but I found it pretty lonely because I was just working on my own. And there wasn't anyone really to be accountable to, even though I was a bit scared of Sam because she's such a tough trainer. But if I didn't turn up, there wasn't anyone there to ring me or to see how I was going. So I was looking for something a bit more intense, I guess you'd say. So after a couple of years, I heard about small group training at Willows. And I thought, oh, I wonder if I could do that. Because, you know, you think that's for all the really fit people. You don't think it's for people like me. But I thought, I'll give it a go. I'd lost by that stage about 15 kilos, but there was still more that I wanted to lose, and I wanted to get fitter and stronger. And I wanted to get fitter and stronger mentally as well. So I started in the small group training. There was Brent, and there was Sam, and there was Jess. Now I have to tell you, I was terrified of all three of them. They were really tough. And the small group training, well, there's no place to hide. If you can't get the technique right, they're right there to help you, to make sure that you're doing the technique correctly and pushing you to lift a stronger weight and to get fitter and stronger. So over a period of about 6 months in small group training, I started to get fitter and stronger. And then I'd been eyeing off the Go the Distance Run Club, and I thought, they all seem to be really fit runners. I wonder if I can join that club. Because you see, I wanted to run more 10Ks, and I had in the back of my mind that I wanted to run a half marathon. So for the last year or so, I've been doing small group training continuously with Jess and with Brent. I do strength on some days, and then I have a complete program with Jess in small group training. There's a few of us who are dedicated runners, and 4 days a week we meet with Jess or another trainer and they put us through our paces. We're on track now to run our PB for the Peak to Park, and then it's on to train for a half marathon. well, really not sure whether I can do it. But Jess seems to think I can. So with her influence, I'm sure I'm going to get there.